Well, I'm glad you joined me today. And I'm going to start working on this door, but I just got done lowering this strike plate. That was a bear, let me tell you. If you haven't watched that video, look and see all the different stuff I had to do in order to file and ream out the bottom of this strike plate. Before I did that, I had made the determination that this door was sagging. I lifted the door up a little bit, got myself a little bit more gap up there. And even by doing all that, it didn't raise this latch up high enough to fit into the strike plate, because when they installed this door jamb, initially they should have had this side style lowered down, this side of the door jamb, but the apprentice got it wrong. The boss was away for the day that day. He put it in, he said, screw it, should be fine. When they put the strike plate in, it wouldn't latch. And it's been like that for 17 years. So I tried to do my best to leave the existing latch in the existing strike plate in the same location, lifted up this door because it was sagging to lift this up a little bit, and then I still had to file and shave this down. See, I shaved it down all the way to the screw. See, this is how much it was before. I had to file it all the way down there. I'll fill that stuff up with some caulking probably. Take the strike plate out, fill that up with some caulking just to make it look a little bit nicer. But in any case, you should watch that video. I spent way more time in that than I normally do, because that's very seldom happens, but maybe that's what you need to do on yours. And sometimes maybe the door's not even rubbing, or maybe it's not really sagging that much, and you just have one little bit to shave off. Well, I show you different things on what to use there, okay? But today, this is our project here. This door, another sagging door. Hey, I find all kinds of stuff in this one house. It's sagging down because I can see that there's a big gap here. See, your door gap on the hinge side should be about like that. Look how big it goes up here. Look how big it is up there. Holy cow. And then you can see up at the top, the reveal at the very top. See how it gets bigger and wider over there? And then it's small. It's almost rubbing the edge of the door jamb over here. And we're just getting ready to have the doors painted. I don't want that. I want the gap to be about maybe like that. Now see, it gets bigger down at the bottom and it gets less at the top. Very opposite over here. Bigger at the top, less at the bottom. That's why I know this door is here and it's sagged like that. If you can see it, a whole rectangle tilted over, you'll see it does the same thing. And so what I got to do is I got to take this hinge, and this is a solid core door because it goes out into the garage. And because it goes out into the garage, guess what? I know this door has hinge activated or spring hinges. I'm losing my train of thought here. Here's a spring-loaded hinge up here, and there's a spring-loaded hinge down here. See, these two hinges are just regular hinges. They decided to do that. It was an 8-foot tall door, usually 6'8" tall door, standard door, so you only have 3 hinges. So you might have a spring-loaded hinge at the top, maybe at the bottom. Maybe you only have one at the top. Maybe you have it just at the center. So you never know, okay? But we got 2, and this hinge, I want to try to deactivate. I want to lessen the spring action, because what I'm going to do is I got to take that hinge, the part that's up against the door jamb, and I got to undo these screws. And if you notice, you've been watching my videos, all of the doors just recently in this door, in all of the projects that I've been doing on this house, all the interior doors have 3.5-inch hinges. This is a 4-inch hinge. See how the hinge location of the screws are? There's 4 on all the interior doors. See here? These are 3.5-inch tall hinges, and the location of the screws are like that. Okay, that's a thinner hinge. This is a thicker hinge because it's, first off, it's an 8-foot tall door. Secondly, it's a solid core door. Thirdly, it's 1 3/4 inches thick, and the interior doors are 1 3/8 inches thick. See? And this is hollow. Sometimes they do bathroom doors solid. core for sound deadening, but they decided not to. And on exterior doors going from the house to the garage, they're all supposed to be solid core doors. Yours might be 1 3/8 inches, but chances are you probably got 4-inch hinges. But anyways, I want to take this hinge off. I want to undo the screws, and then I'm going to drill 2 holes in here and put some long screws. And I'm going to probably use 3-inch long screws there. The interior doors you've been watching, I've been using 2.5-inch screws, but this is like an exterior grade door jamb. This door jamb is a little bit thicker. Chances are this side is it might be thicker than 3/4 of an inch from this edge over. Could be 1 inch. I know it's thicker on the outside because this whole on interior doors you have a door stop right there, and 3/4, your whole door jamb is 3/4 with the door stop. This is all solid wood from here this way. See your interior door? Now I'm giving you more information on this video that you thought. See, this is your interior door. This is a 3/4 inch piece of wood from here over, and this is a separate door stop that they nail on here. Okay? So that's how your interior doors are. Your exterior doors are done a little bit different. So that tells me a lot. What does that tell me? This whole area is thicker. It's probably 1 inch to a little bit thicker over here. It's a taller door. It's a big sturdy door jamb. It's a lot thicker, which means it's going to be harder for me to suck that in. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it, you know, because this is so thick. So I'm going to try 3-inch screws up there. Maybe I can suck it in there just a little bit. And if that doesn't work, well, I may have to live with it, or I might be able to do something different. But see the whole gap there? That's why I know it can be sucked over. And so, you know, another way I can do it too, and I may have to, I was thinking maybe I could notch this door jamb and notch it in deeper so that the hinge could be pushed in. Well, I can't because this is a spring-loaded hinge. See how fat it is? It's already up against the door jamb trim, the casing. See these smaller hinges that they didn't have the self-closing hinges on? Here you got another self-closing hinge. See where it's right up against the door casing. Okay, but see these here? I've got a good 1/4 inch there. So if I would have mortised the hinge over, I could mortise this hinge over up to a 1/4 inch before it hits here. But I've got to do that to that top hinge. I can't do it, can I? Because it's hitting here. I don't want to mess with gouging out the side of the door casing or anything like that. And so there's a couple things I might have to do. I might have to take this hinge off all the way. I could mortise from here over on the actual door so that the door sticks over this hinge 1/8 inch. And I could push that over. That'll raise that up. That'll fix all that. Here's something else I could do. I could loosen up the hinge screws on the other side, and I can wedge this hinge out. I can put it over that way so that so overall this hinge is sticking away from the jamb or from this casing by 1/8 inch, thereby pushing the bottom of the door over. Because see, look at the bottom, it's touching. So if I did that down there, I could push that over. That would raise this up. I'd do the same thing. That would raise this door up, wouldn't it? It would get closer to the edge here, right? It would lift this door up, and I'd have a gap. I'd have a better gap there. The one thing that's going to do is, this is an exterior door. It's got a door shoe on it. See this shoe? I told you this is why I was dreading working on this door. See, this door shoe fits over the door like that. It actually has this little bit. And usually if this was an exterior door, this is like a rain drip thing. See how it how it curves down like that. So if it rains, the rain hits here and it drips down away from your door, hits your threshold and goes out. Kind of like, see this threshold here? If you can imagine this being outside, the rain comes down, hits that, comes away from the door, hits your threshold,